Welcome to my channel. Subscribe, listen, and enjoy my stories every day. I sit on the edge of the bed, the afternoon light spilling through the curtains, illuminating the mess of clothes and the half-empty coffee mug on the nightstand. My phone buzzes, and I instinctively grab it, expecting a mundane update from work or a message from a friend. Instead, my heart sinks as I read the anonymous text that flashes on the screen. Your wife is sleeping with me. If you want me to cede her to you, drop me $50,000. I blink, the words blurring together as shock overwhelms me. No, it can't be true. Jessica would never do that. We've been married for 6 years, and while things had been rocky lately, infidelity was something I never expected from her. I'm not one to jump to conclusions, but this text feels like a dagger plunged straight into my gut. I pace the room, trying to shake off the icy grip of disbelief. Who is this person? How dare they send such a message? I grip my phone tightly, staring at the screen as if it will provide answers. Deep down, I know this isn't just some sick joke. The thought gnaws at me, she's cheating. The signs had been there, I just hadn't wanted to see them. Late nights at work, the sudden need for privacy, and that change in her behavior. Each piece of the puzzle clicks into place, and I feel rage bubbling up within me. I sit back down on the bed and fire off a quick response, my fingers trembling as I type. Who the hell are you? I hit send, my heart racing. But a part of me knows that this is just the beginning. I don't care about the money, and I definitely don't want her back. I just want to make her feel the pain she's inflicted on me. The phone buzzes again almost immediately. Call me if you want the details. I stare at the message, my mind racing. Do I really want to know? My instincts scream at me to let it go, but I can't. This is my life, my marriage on the line. I dial the number, my hands shaking as I bring the phone to my ear. Hello? The voice is smooth, almost taunting. Who are you? I demand, trying to keep my voice steady. What do you want with Jessica? A laugh rumbles through the line, and I feel my blood boil. What I want? She's been a good time, but I'm ready to move on. I'm just offering you a chance to get her back, for a price. I don't want her back, I snap, the anger spilling over. I want you to tell me everything. Fine, but it's going to cost you more than you think. You want the truth. Meet me tonight at the Blue Lounge. I'll lay it all out for you. I hang up, my thoughts swirling like a tempest. I need a plan, and I need it fast. This isn't just about revenge, it's about reclaiming my dignity, my life. As the hours drag on, I can't help but replay every moment I shared with Jessica in my mind. Each laugh, each touch, each whispered promise. They all feel like lies now. I remember our wedding day, how we both looked so happy, so in love. But now, it all feels tainted, poisoned by her betrayal. That evening, I arrive at the Blue Lounge, a place we used to frequent before life got busy. The neon lights cast a gaudy glow, but I'm not here for nostalgia. I scan the crowd, searching for the man behind the text. A figure catches my eye, slender, dark hair slicked back, wearing a sharp suit that screams confidence. I approach cautiously. You're him, I say, my voice low and steady. He smirks, unfazed by my aggression. You came. I'll give you credit for that. He gestures toward a booth, and I slide in opposite him, my heart pounding. Get to the point, I demand, cutting straight to the chase. Jessica has been with me for months. It started as a fling, but she's clearly invested in this. You really didn't notice. His words cut deeper than I expected, and I clench my fists. Why do you care? Just tell me what you want. Simple. I want 50 grand for all the juicy details, including proof. But here's the kicker, I also want to see the look on her face when you finally confront her. I think you'll find it satisfying. I pause, the idea swirling in my head. This is more than just revenge, it's about making her feel the weight of her choices. I can already envision her expression, confusion turning to horror as she realizes what I know. I'll give you your money, I say, my voice steady, but you're going to help me ruin her life. His grin widens, and for the first time, I feel a spark of satisfaction. This isn't just about her betrayal anymore. This is about me reclaiming my power, my life. I'm done being the victim. As the evening progresses, I can't shake the feeling that I'm stepping into a game I can't fully control. But I'm willing to take that risk. With every word exchanged, every detail revealed, I feel the gears of my revenge plan turning. It's time to unleash the consequences of her actions. The game has only just begun, and I'm ready to play. The night air is thick with anticipation as I sit across from the man who has taken my wife from me. The blue lounge hums with life, but I feel isolated, a storm brewing inside me. The table between us feels like a chasm, a divide between the life I once had and the chaos that now threatens to engulf me. So, what's it going to be? He asks, leaning back, a casual smirk on his face. Are you ready to make the deal? I can barely meet his gaze, my mind racing. How do I know you're telling the truth? What proof do you have? He pulls out his phone and taps the screen, displaying a series of photos. There she is, Jessica, laughing at a bar, her hand intertwined with this man's. The images feel like a knife, twisting deeper with each one I see. I swallow hard, fighting the wave of anger and hurt. Here's her having a good time, he says, his tone almost mocking. And this, he swipes again, showing her leaving a hotel. That's where she spends her weekends when she says she's working late. I grip the table, my knuckles white as I absorb the reality of her betrayal. I can't believe this is happening. Believe it, he replies, a glimmer of satisfaction in his eyes. Now, are you in or out? 50 grand and I give you everything, details, texts, even a recording of one of your lovely wife's late-night calls. The thought of hearing her voice, of the lies she must have spun to cover her tracks, ignites a fire within me. I nod slowly, determination solidifying in my chest. I'm in. But I want more than just the money. I want her to know what she's lost. He leans forward, intrigued. You have a taste for revenge, don't you? I like that. Don't get too comfortable, I snap back, narrowing my eyes. I'll pay you, but I need this to be clean. I don't want any loose ends. Don't worry, I'll make sure you get what you need. But first, let's set the stage for your little performance. We need to make sure she's completely blindsided. The wheels in my mind start turning. What do you have in mind? Simple. I'll feed her some lies, keep her busy, and then you confront her. Make sure you have a friend to record the moment. It'll be priceless. I'll handle it, I say, a dark grin creeping onto my face. This is going to be beautiful. We finalize the details, shaking hands on the agreement, and as I leave the blue lounge, a sense of purpose fills me. My heart races with anticipation. I'm no longer the victim, I'm the architect of my revenge. The next few days drag on, each moment spent plotting, gathering my resolve. I enlist the help of my best friend, Mike, who knows what's happening but hasn't seen the worst of it yet. We meet at a bar, the dim lighting hiding the turmoil brewing inside me. Are you sure you want to go through with this? Mike asks, concern etched on his face. This isn't just a game. I take a long swig of my drink, my throat dry as I think of Jessica. I've thought about it long enough. She chose this path. Now she'll have to deal with the consequences. Okay, he concedes, a slight nod. I'll help you. But you have to promise me that you won't go overboard. I don't want to see you hurt in the process. I promise, I say, though I'm not sure how much I can trust myself. This feels like a slippery slope. That night, I begin executing the plan. I've enlisted the help of a private investigator, someone I found online. He's discreet and efficient, and within hours, he provides me with a dossier on Jessica's activities. The incriminating details add fuel to my burning anger. I'm pacing in my living room, the weight of the information heavy in my hands, when I hear the front door creak open. Jessica steps in, her cheeks flushed and a smile on her lips. "Hey, babe. Sorry, I'm late. Work was crazy." I can't help but feel a pang of resentment at her cheerfulness. "Right. Crazy. What's wrong?" she asks, concern flashing across her face. "You seem off." "I'm just tired," I reply, my voice flat. "I've been working too." She steps closer, reaching out to touch my arm. "You know I'm here for you, right? Whatever it is, you can tell me." "Can I?" I say, the bitterness dripping from my words. She blinks, taken aback, but I can't let her see how much this is affecting me. "Not yet." "Is everything okay?" she asks softly, her brow furrowed. "Sure. Just a lot on my mind." I need her to let her guard down, and I sense that she's already feeling the tension. "Well, I'm here now. Let's just relax and watch a movie or something." "Yeah, sure," I reply, forcing a smile that feels more like a grimace. I can't shake the feeling of anger bubbling beneath the surface. I know I need to play my cards right. As we settle on the couch, I keep glancing at her, trying to read her expression. She looks comfortable, unaware that everything is about to change. I know what I need to do next, I just have to wait for the right moment to strike. Later that night, after she's fallen asleep, I slip out of bed and grab my phone. I text the lover, confirming our plan for the confrontation. Tomorrow night, I'll have everything set up. I hit send, and a wave of excitement courses through me. Tomorrow is the day the facade will shatter, and the truth will lay bare. I can almost see the moment in my mind, the shock on her face when she realizes the consequences of her choices. As I crawl back into bed, I feel a strange mix of anxiety and exhilaration. The end of one chapter is drawing near, and I can't wait to see how the next unfolds. The pieces are falling into place, and the game is about to begin in earnest. The next day drags on like molasses, each tick of the clock amplifying the tension coiling inside me. I can hardly focus on work, my mind a constant loop of plans and possibilities. I go through the motions, but all I can think about is tonight. The night I confront Jessica and reveal everything I've uncovered. As the sun begins to set, I head home, my heart racing with anticipation. The house feels different, charged, like the calm before a storm. Jessica is already home, her laughter ringing through the halls as she chats on the phone with one of her friends. I can't help but feel a mix of anger and sorrow. This woman, my wife, has betrayed me, yet here she is, blissfully unaware of the chaos swirling around her. I walk into the living room, forcing a smile as she hangs up. "Hey, you," she says, her voice bright. "How was your day?" Same old," I reply, my tone flat. "How about you?" "Busy, but good. I was thinking we could order in and watch that new series everyone's talking about." "Sounds great," I say, trying to keep my voice steady. "I'll grab the menus." I head to the kitchen, my mind racing. I text Mike, my stomach churning with excitement and anxiety. "Ready for tonight?" His reply is quick. "I'm all set. Just let me know when." I return to the living room, feigning nonchalance as I toss the menus onto the coffee table. "What do you feel like?" "Maybe Italian." "I'm craving some pasta," Jessica suggests, her eyes sparkling. Sure, I say, hiding the bitterness I feel. Let's do that. We place the order and settle in on the couch, the television flickering to life. I can feel the weight of the evening pressing down on me, every moment stretching longer than the last. Jessica leans into me, her warmth both comforting and infuriating. I suppress a shudder at the thought of her betrayal. Halfway through the episode, my phone buzzes, Mike's message. I'm outside. Let me know when. My heart races. This is it. I'll be right back, I say, forcing a casual tone as I rise from the couch. Where are you going? Jessica asks, her brow furrowed in confusion. Just stepping outside for a minute. I'll be back, I assure her, stepping into the hallway. Once I'm outside, I find Mike waiting by his car, a determined look on his face. You ready for this? I guess I have to be, I reply, my voice tight. Let's do it. We head back inside, and I can feel my heart pounding louder with every step. I have everything set up. Mike has his phone ready to record, and I've prepared the confrontation in my mind, but nothing can truly prepare me for the moment when the truth is finally revealed. I walk back into the living room, my stomach knotting as I face Jessica. She's still on the couch, scrolling through her phone, blissfully unaware of the storm brewing. I take a deep breath, steadying myself. Jessica, we need to talk, I say, my voice firm. She looks up, surprise flashing across her face. Okay, what's up? I know about the affair, I state, each word heavy with accusation. Her expression morphs from confusion to disbelief. What are you talking about? Don't play innocent with me. I've seen the photos. I know everything, I continue, feeling the adrenaline surge through me. Photos? What photos? She stammers, trying to process what I'm saying. Don't act like you don't know. The texts, the late nights, you think I wouldn't figure it out? My voice rises, frustration spilling over. She stands, her shock replaced with anger. This is ridiculous. You're being paranoid. Paranoid? I scoff. You think I'm paranoid because I caught you red-handed? I have proof, Jessica. I have everything. At that moment, Mike steps forward, phone in hand. Maybe you should hear what he has to say. Jessica's eyes widen as she sees him. Who are you? I'm just a friend who's helping your husband, Mike replies, his voice calm but firm. And I've got a recording of your late-night conversations with your lover. What? Jessica's voice trembles, a mix of fear and anger. You can't just do this. Actually, I can, I reply, stepping closer, feeling the rage boiling within me. You brought this on yourself. Do you think I'd just sit back and let you lie to me? She shakes her head, desperation creeping into her voice. I didn't mean for it to happen. It was just a mistake. Just a mistake. I shoot back. You've been lying to me for months. Do you even realize how much you've hurt me? Her face pales, and for a moment, I see a flicker of regret. But it quickly vanishes, replaced by defiance. You're overreacting. This isn't what it seems. It seems pretty clear to me, I say, my voice low and dangerous. You've shattered our marriage, and now you'll face the consequences. Consequences? She laughs bitterly. What are you going to do? You think this is going to make you feel better? I don't need to feel better, Jessica. I need you to understand what you've lost, I say, my voice hardening. This is the end. She opens her mouth to argue, but I cut her off. Enough. I've set the wheels in motion. You can't run from this. Mike steps closer, his phone still recording. You should probably listen to him, Jessica. He's not playing games anymore. I see the realization dawn on her, a mix of panic and anger crossing her features. "You can't do this to me." "I already have," I reply, feeling a surge of power course through me. "You've made your choice. Now it's time to face the music." Jessica turns, pacing the room, her emotions a whirlwind. "You think you can just expose me? You think that'll ruin me?" "No," I say, my voice steady. "You've already done that yourself. This is just the final act." Suddenly, she stops, facing me, her eyes blazing. "I won't let you destroy my life. You'll regret this." I lean closer, a dark smile creeping onto my face. "I think you're the one who should be worried. You've underestimated me." As the weight of our confrontation hangs in the air, I realize I'm no longer the victim in this story. I'm the one writing the ending, and it feels liberating. The adrenaline pumps through my veins, pushing me forward. "Tonight, you'll face the consequences of your actions," I say firmly. "And when the dust settles, you'll know exactly what you've lost." With that, I turn to Mike, nodding for him to stop the recording. The truth is out, and now, the real game begins. Jessica may have thought she could deceive me, but the tables have turned, and she's about to find out just how deep betrayal can cut. The air crackles with tension as I watch Jessica, her face a mix of fury and desperation. She paces the room, and I can almost see the gears turning in her mind. "You think you can destroy me?" she snaps, her voice rising in pitch. "You have no idea what I'm capable of." I laugh, a bitter sound that echoes in the silence. "Oh, I think I have a pretty good idea. You've shown me just how low you can go. But you don't even know the half of it." Mike stands beside me, his phone still recording, capturing every moment of this reckoning. Jessica's eyes dart between us, and I can sense her panic rising. She's realized that her carefully constructed world is about to come crashing down. "Stop recording," she shouts, lunging for Mike. "This is insane." "Insane?" I echo, stepping in front of her. "You brought this on yourself. You're the one who decided to betray the person who loved you." The words hang heavy in the air, and for a moment, her bravado falters. I can see the flicker of regret in her eyes, but it's quickly replaced by a mask of defiance. "You think I care about your pathetic threats? You don't scare me." I step closer, lowering my voice to a menacing whisper. "You should be scared. You've underestimated me, and that's a mistake you're going to regret." In that moment, I can see the realization hit her. The walls are closing in, and there's no escape. I turn to Mike, gesturing for him to stop the recording. "Let's take this outside," I say, my voice calm but steely. Jessica's eyes widen in terror. "What are you going to do?" I ignore her question, pushing past her to lead Mike out onto the front porch. The evening air is cool, a stark contrast to the heat rising in my chest. "What's the plan?" Mike asks, his voice low. "We need to make sure this goes public," I reply, my mind racing. "If she thinks she can just walk away from this, she's dead wrong." "Are you sure about this?" he asks, concern etched on his face. "You're talking about ruining her life." "She's already done that to me," I snap, anger boiling over. "She needs to understand that actions have consequences." We strategize, brainstorming ways to make her betrayal known. I want her to feel the weight of her decisions, to experience the fallout firsthand. "We could start with social media," Mike suggests. "Blasting it everywhere." "No," I say, shaking my head. "I want something more personal. I want her to feel it in her bones." As we finalize our plan, a sick sense of satisfaction washes over me. I can already envision her reaction when she realizes the depths of her betrayal. When we head back inside, Jessica is waiting, her arms crossed defiantly. "What's going on?" "Just making some plans," I say casually, a smirk playing on my lips. You'll find out soon enough. She narrows her eyes. You think you can intimidate me? I'm not scared of you. Maybe you should be, I reply, stepping closer. Because what's coming isn't intimidation. It's retribution. I see her flinch, and it fills me with a sense of power. This is my moment. The moment when I take back everything she's stolen from me. Tell me what you're planning, she demands, but I shake my head. You'll see, I say, my tone cool and confident. Just know that it's going to be painful. As night falls, the atmosphere shifts. The world outside grows quiet, but inside, the tension simmers. I know that soon, Jessica will understand the full weight of her betrayal. I pull Mike aside, whispering urgently. Let's make the calls. We need to get the ball rolling. Got it, he replies, pulling out his phone. I can see the gears turning in his mind as he starts to make the calls. I return to Jessica, feigning innocence. Hey, why don't we just watch a movie? It'll take your mind off things. She glares at me, suspicion etched across her features. You're up to something. Me? Never, I say, trying to keep my tone light. I just thought we could relax. Don't play games with me, she snaps. I want to know what you're really planning. I take a step closer, leaning down so our faces are inches apart. You'll find out soon enough, I whisper, my voice dripping with venom. Just then, Mike returns, a triumphant smile on his face. It's done. People are going to start hearing about your little affair very soon. Jessica's face goes pale, and I can see the realization dawning on her. What did you do? She gasps, her voice shaking. Let's just say I made sure that a few of your friends know about your little rendezvous, I reply, savoring the moment. And they're going to tell everyone. She steps back, disbelief etched across her features. You wouldn't. Oh, I would, I say, feeling a rush of adrenaline. And I will. You thought you could just play with my heart and walk away unscathed? That's not how this works. I'll ruin you for this, she screams, her anger spilling over. I laugh, a dark sound filled with satisfaction. You've already ruined yourself, Jessica. All I'm doing is shining a light on the truth. She lunges at me, but I catch her arm, holding her back. This is the end of us. You've betrayed me in ways I never thought possible, and now you'll pay the price. Let go of me, she yells, but I tighten my grip, refusing to back down. Never, I say, my voice low and dangerous. You'll feel this betrayal in every corner of your life. You'll see how it feels to have everything you love stripped away. With that, I release her arm, and she stumbles back, her eyes wide with fear and fury. Get out, I say, my voice steady. You don't belong here anymore. As she backs away, I see the fear in her eyes, and it fills me with a sense of triumph. This is the moment I've been waiting for, the moment when the tables turn, and she finally understands the gravity of her actions. I'll make you regret this, she hisses, before storming out of the house, slamming the door behind her. In that moment, I feel a sense of closure wash over me. This is how it ends. No more lies, no more deceit. Just the sweet taste of retribution. Mike claps a hand on my shoulder, a proud smile on his face. You did it, man. She's going to feel this. Yeah, I reply, staring at the door where she just exited. She'll feel it all right. As the night stretches on, I feel a strange mix of satisfaction and sadness. I've taken back my power, but at what cost? The love I once had for her is now a distant memory, buried beneath the weight of betrayal. But as I stand there, watching the darkness outside, I know I'll never look back. This is a new beginning, a chance to reclaim my life from the ashes of the past. I'm free, and I intend to stay that way. In the days that follow, news of Jessica's affair spreads like wildfire. The whispers and rumors reach me, but I find solace in the knowledge that she's suffering the consequences of her actions. I may have lost a marriage, but I've gained my freedom, and that's something I refuse to take for granted. As I move on with my life, I know one thing for sure: betrayal may have been her choice, but retribution was mine. And I'll never forget the lesson learned from this brutal chapter. The scars may remain, but they'll serve as a reminder of my strength and resilience. I am no longer a victim, I am a survivor. And I will rise from this stronger than ever.